Hey everyone, I have some new pendants to share. Um, I got some new sugilite stones, so I was able to make a bunch. This is a very popular pendant that I make here. And the nice thing about this is the batch of sugilite that I purchased came with all different colors of the stone. So I sat for a pretty long time. I can't see here, okay. And I picked out all the stones and separated them so that each pendant had matching stones in it. So like this pendant here has the beautiful plum, bright solid plum colors. These ones have really pretty gray and purple tones in them that kind of match well with the shungite that are in here. And then this one also has some grays and can you see it? Okay. Grays and purples. This one has more of a solid light purple. But the neat thing about this one is there was some hematite inside the actual sugilite piece right there. So that's hematite, but I put shungite in here. I always include hematite, shungite, or black tourmaline with my sugilite pendants just because sugilite is such a spiritual stone. It's really, really high vibration. So it's also good to have a little bit of a grounding stone in there when you're wearing it during the day, keep you grounded. But it's a wonderful protection stone, and I love it. It's one of my favorites. So another really popular pendant I have are these ones, and unfortunately this one is not available, and I do make these, but they're very, very expensive. I usually sell these for $50, and that is like such a reasonable price because these opals here, they're marquise shaped opals, and they retail for at least $5 a piece. You can look them up. They're $5 and up. So to have all these opals like this in one pendant for $50 is really reasonable. And that is why I don't make a lot of them, because I don't have that many opals. And I obviously didn't spend $5 each for these. I got them at a really reasonable price from somebody, but I'll never find them for that price again. So I don't know if I'll be able to make more pendants, basically, is what I'm saying. Sorry if I'm rambling on about that. But the reason I am rambling is I've had so many people want one of these, and I kind of feel bad that I can't, make a bunch of them. If I could, I would. So I'm sorry about that. I am experimenting with a new thing, and I've made some inserts of the Seed of Life. And these are just practice pieces. They turned out really cool, but I think I can make some better looking ones because these are my very first try. So this one is with gold glitter, holographic glitter, and then it's surrounded in labradorite. And then this one is glow in the dark. So this looks really cool when it glows. It's aqua colored, and it's surrounded in abalone shell. And the abalone shell is something new that I just purchased, and I love it. It looks really pretty in the orgonite. So I will be having some more abalone shell pendants with maybe like a beach theme with some sand. And this one here is a really nice pendant. It's got a twin quartz in the center, and twin quartz is wonderful for attracting your soulmate relationships. And what I really like about this one is you can actually see the crystal, because usually it's really hard to see quartz crystals in orgonite because they're clear and it blends in with the resin so well. So what I liked about this crystal is you could actually see that there are two points on it, and a twin quartz is when two crystals grow together parallelly. So energetically, it just helps you, and not necessarily soulmates, just helps you with relationships in general. Just bringing more love into your life is what this theme pendant is about. It's got rhodochrosite and sunstone in it, and the energy is really nice inside of this pendant. So that one is up on Etsy now. It took me a while to put this one up on Etsy because I honestly wanted to keep it because it's very rare to find a crystal that looks so good like that inside of the resin. Usually they just appear clear, or like this one, you can't really see the point on it because it's just so clear you can't tell. This one's cool because what I did with this one is I put some glow-in-the-dark resin over the crystal so you could actually see the shape of the crystal. So that's kind of cool how that worked. And this crystal was so big that I couldn't put a spiral in this one. Otherwise, there just wouldn't have been enough metal in the pendant. Um, all these pieces up here are for psychic protection. And once again, I sat with a big, huge pound of labradorite and picked out all the little chips that had flashes to them. And then I put only chips that had flash in them in all these pendants. So that's why they're all so beautiful, because most labradorite is just that you purchase online. It looks like this, and there is no flash to it. And the prettiest part about labradorite is when it does that. So that is why you will find all of these pendants have it. That's my favorite part about labradorite. You know, it's like opal. It gives those really pretty color flashes. This pendant here is about 2 inches wide and maybe half an inch thick. It's really big. It's really heavy. I personally feel it's too big for me, but for a bigger person, like, you know, a man, I think these pendants might be liked better for men. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know, and I will start making pendants bigger for you guys. I just haven't done it because when I hold this, I just feel like it's just so heavy for me. Anyways, this is another pretty big one. It's about 2 inches, but it's a lot thinner, so it's not as heavy. And this is Metatron. I absolutely love the Metatron grid, so I bought some stickers and have been experimenting with the energy of that inside of my Orgonite, and it's really nice. I like the stickers. They just because they're stickers doesn't mean they don't bring an energy to it. That grid is a really powerful grid. And with this one, this has a wider, it's more of a bubble-shaped mold, but this crystal was so thick that it took up half the dang mold. So it didn't get a lot of metal in here, but there is a good amount. There is definitely some weight to this, and there's definitely some energy. I've got 3 really nice rhodosites. Rhodosite is really small, but it's a really powerful crystal. And I put 3 of them in here in each corner, like a triangle formation. And then this is a huge Veracruz amethyst. Veracruz amethyst are really powerful crystals, and they're great for meditation and third eye crystals. They're great for placing on your third eye and healing and opening that. So this is it's a pretty cool pendant. I like to try different things. You know, my main design is the crystal in the middle with the spiral, and then the stones going around it. That's, you know, my main design that I've been doing for a couple of years, but I always like to try new things, and that's the fun thing about Orgonite. You know, you can always try new things, and sometimes they turn out good, sometimes they don't, but this one turned out awesome. I love it. I had this idea to put a stone on top of these little wing charms, and this one here is a sugilite piece, and then it's surrounded in amethyst and opals. So, oh yeah, and then there's a flower of life on the back. And I do find that the sacred geometry does bring some more, definitely brings some more energy in the pendants, which, you know, is really nice. It's a good energy. And this, I'll just end the video with this pendant. This is a Christmas themed pendant that I'm doing, and I made these last year too. I just kind of thought of this on my own, and it does take me a really long time to make, so I don't make a lot of them, but this one's already sold. They sell almost as soon as I put them up. Basically, there's a lot of prepping for this. I even have to make this little star out of resin, and at a really, really, really tiny mold I make this star. So basically this star glows in the dark also, and the back glows in the dark. But I have to glue this star on, I have to glue these opals on, and I have to form this little tree into the shape of a Christmas tree. Then behind it are emeralds. So it's filled with aluminum and steel. I can fill it with copper too if you'd prefer. I might make a couple copper ones and a couple steel and aluminum ones, and then that's it. I'm not going to make any more of those because they're just so time consuming, but they're really cute. Every time I wear mine, people are always wondering where I got it, and so I do need to put some up because it's Christmas time and everybody wants to get in the Christmas spirit. Anyway, that's about everything I have. If you have any questions or you see something that you're interested in, I will have a link to all my stores below in my description. And basically I sell on Etsy and eBay. So thanks for watching.